You see, I come from India, and what has happened is corporations have divided the world of 7 billion people into two groups. There are 2 billion who are rich enough to buy the products that we produce in the US. And the 5 billion poor, we have left them to charity to take care of, government to take care of. That's an outmoded thinking. We have to bring the 5 billion poor into the consumer base. And if we want to do that, the only way we can do it is through innovation, because they cannot consume the products that the 2 billion rich are consuming. And that's really what got me interested, especially coming from a poor country like India. Innovation to me is creating something new to the world. A good example is Tata Motors, one of the Indian companies, launched Tata Nano, the $2,000 car. That is innovation, because what it has done is it has given access to automobiles to people who are non-consumers of automobiles today, namely the two-wheeler population. And the two-wheelers in India are priced at $1,500. If you make an automobile for $2,000, you can migrate the two-wheeler population into four-wheeler population. Therefore, to me, innovation is really about how do you convert non-consumers into consumers. It is so difficult because most companies don't get very many opportunities to engage in breakthrough innovation. Therefore, there is no wealth of information that they can draw from to get it right. Even a company like Apple, I work for Apple, and they say they haven't figured out how to be innovative, and people think of them as a very innovative company. So innovation is really a mystery, even for the very best companies. And I can't think of one company which I would call it perfect when it comes to innovation. See, organizations are designed for efficiency, because the only way you can make money is if you can make every task repeatable and every task predictable. That is what businesses are designed to do. That's how you scale up and make money. Innovation is the opposite. It is non-routine and unpredictable. That is why innovation cannot happen inside an organization built for efficiency. I think it is a misguided notion, because culture of innovation somehow implies that everyone in the organization should be focused on innovation. In fact, most people in the organization should be focused on efficiency. That is how you make money. And if you're an established company, you make money in the performance engine by being efficient. Therefore, innovation is the responsibility of the few, not the majority. While skunk work gets one part of the equation right, which is you're asking a small group of people to focus on innovation, that part it gets right. What it fails is the only way innovation can happen inside a large company is somehow if you can leverage the capability of the core business. Otherwise, there is no reason why a large company should be engaged in that innovation. Then you are no different from a Silicon Valley startup. Therefore, if you keep it as a skunk work away from the core, essentially you're not benefiting from the core competence of your current business. As I said before, the core business is not built for innovation. It is built for efficiency. Therefore, we must create a dedicated team for innovation. If you're Tata Motors, you're creating a $2,000 car, you've got to have a dedicated team. And that dedicated team should be built as though it is a Silicon Valley startup. That means you should recruit people either from the outside or from the inside. You should have different performance metrics, different culture, different human resource policies, etc. Otherwise, it is not going to really be successful in innovation. You see, too often people mistake innovation for creativity. Innovation is not creativity. Innovation is commercializing creativity. It's making money with creativity. Creativity is about coming up with ideas, big ideas. $2,000 car, that's a big idea. iPhone, that's a big idea. But it takes a lot of people, a lot of effort over many, many years to bring that to fruition. Therefore, it is really a management challenge, not just a creative challenge. You see, General Electric is embarked on what I call remaking the company in coming up with breakthrough innovations in a company which is known for efficiency. Therefore, GE is attempting to do something which most companies, in fact, I cannot think of a single company which has succeeded in doing, which is to simultaneously focus on efficiency and innovation. That was my big takeaway from my experience in GE as a chief innovation consultant for 2 years. You see, historically, multinationals innovated in rich countries like the US and sold those products in poor countries like India. Reverse innovation is doing exactly the opposite. It is about innovating in poor countries and bringing those products to rich countries. This may look counterintuitive. After all, it is perfectly logical to see why a poor man would want a rich man's product. Rich man has an automobile, poor man wants an automobile. But it is not that clear why a rich man would want a poor man's product. That's what reverse innovation is all about. And this is going to be one of the biggest mega opportunities in the next 50 years. I think there are 3 important principles organizations should keep in mind if they want to be successful in innovation. Principle number 1, you must create a dedicated team, as though it is a startup. Principle number 2, that dedicated team, while it is separate, it should not be isolated. It should be linked to the core business. Principle number 3, you should have the dedicated team evaluate the performance of the dedicated team not on short-term financial results, but in their ability to test assumptions about the future. If a company can do these 3 principles right, the chances of success in innovation goes way up.